Part 3 of helpful tips to leave the Jehovah's Witness organisation if you are a PIMO who is looking for a way out but have been struggling or feeling maybe scared or intimidated. So the first suggestion that I did was detachment, and you need to detach so that you cannot be manipulated back. And you also stop caring about whether or not these people are going to be in your life or who's going to say what. So to me, detachment is incredibly important, because once you've detached inside, whatever happens on the outside no longer affects you. Second suggestion that I did on a separate video was about seeking support from either mental health professional or your GP, even if it's just to talk to somebody who is not involved but who can help you bounce your ideas back, and who's actually going to have your best interests at heart, rather than somebody who is a Jehovah's Witness, because obviously they're just going to report you to elders. So my recommendation is, do not discuss your doubts or what you plan to do or that you no longer believe with anyone in the organisation, anyone. And that followed on to the second part of that suggestion about making new friends outside the organisation. So, new connections. So you're building a support network. That's if you want to. I recommend it because I built myself a support network. Only a handful of people, because it just helped me feel like a normal human again, to be honest. So the last part, obviously, is writing the letter of disassociation. Now, you can try and fade. If you do, I recommend you change your number, move to another place if you're able to. However, if you cannot move, you will be contacted by elders and other witnesses who, as well meaning as they will be, they're going to put pressure on you to go back to meetings. They'll try and get you to have another study with a pioneer or an elder, because they'll see you're spiritually weak. Now, if you get to a point where you find it difficult to say no, because Jehovah's Witnesses are brainwashed into being people pleasers when it comes to authority. So the letter, which is what I did eventually, because I did try to fade, and I was just contacted all the time and they wouldn't leave me alone. So the letter needs to be factual, and it needs to state points which are non-negotiable. So you could make something up like that you've been practicing sin. So, or you could put down that you are converting to another faith or belief. Now, I actually put down on my letter that I was converting to Buddhism, and therefore I no longer wanted to be a Jehovah's Witness. Now, at the time, I did look into Buddhism, and I love a lot of their concepts, and I like it. It's not really a religion, it's philosophy. But I don't want to call myself a Buddhist or a pagan or New Age, none of that, because honestly, I just pick and choose what suits me, what I'm talking about, what to put in a letter for disassociation, so you do not get harassed again. And also, you need to make it absolutely crystal clear that you will not accept any phone calls, text messages, emails, or visits, and you will see it as harassment, and you will take it up with authorities if they do not respect your request. Excuse my cat meowing in the background. So it is absolutely essential that you are clear and concise and put your letter in such a way that they know that a legal action could be taken against them if they go against your wishes, which is like with anything, if you have evidence that you have asked them to leave you alone, they have to leave you alone, otherwise it's breaking the law. And what I would also suggest is don't just do one copy, do 2 copies and post it through 2 different elders' post door, which is what I did. I posted one through the I think they call it congregation overseer, so the main overseer in the congregation, and another elder, so that there is no, if one doesn't get it on time, then the other one will, and they will immediately contact all the other elders and they will discuss it, and you will be announced as no longer one of Jehovah's Witnesses at the very next meeting. So it's very quick and efficient and like a very clean break. So first, detach emotionally, mentally, detach from people. Don't spend too much time with them. Try and, create a new life for yourself in secret. Then get some help from a doctor, mental health therapist, to encourage you and to give you their professional opinion, because trust me, it really helps. They put it in such a way that really gets the point across. You realise that you've just been manipulated constantly. Make new friends outside, whoever they are, workmates, classmates, whoever it is, people who know that the organisation is controlling and manipulative and who will support you. And the last bit, write a clear, concise letter of disassociation. If you need any suggestions or you want a template, feel free to message me here, because I still have the template on my laptop, which I did for myself, and then I did another one for my mum. So we both disassociated ourselves within a few weeks of each other. So that concludes this 3-part series on how to go from a PIMO to POMO. I think I got that right this time. Physically and mentally out to going completely out, being free in your mind and being free from cult, really. Hope that helps. And like I said, if anyone wants a template for disassociation letter, then message me and I will send you a copy.